When the Minnesota Vikings drafted Levi Drake Rodriguez in the 7th round of the 2024 NFL Draft, I really didn't know how to feel. Small school guy, yeah, he lit it up in a couple of bowl game, or in a bowl game, and or at least a showcase, and looked like he could do some different things. But I had my questions because we've seen these late round defensive tackles for the Minnesota Vikings, or undrafted rather, guys like John Randall and all that, and what was the hype, right? But Levi Drake Rodriguez, with what we saw in the preseason, I think the Vikings might have something. Now, I'm going to say this with an extreme amount of caution because I do think that from a defensive tackle perspective, you got Harrison Phillips who's going to lead the way, Taki Taimani as well as Jonathan Bullard. They're going to get their snaps, right? Like Jerry Tillery as well. But Levi Drake Rodriguez is going to be fun. He's going to be really fun because I don't think the expectation for him is going to be to come in and just go dominate right away. He's going to come in 3rd down. He's going to use his hand usage. He's going to play games, and he's going to get after the passer. And I think with what we've seen from him over the last couple of seasons in college and with what the Vikings already have on the roster, that's perfect. He doesn't need to come in and just be expected to start. I think the fact that you've got all these other guys that can take up double teams and can get after the passer, I think it's perfect. Because on the outsides, really what it comes down to in a 3-4 is you need your defensive ends to just take up double teams and allow the rest to happen, right? You need to line head up over a tackle, take up the tackle and let him do his thing while maybe the guard tries to help him out, maybe the tackle tries to get a hand on him. And on the edge, with what you've got with Grenard as well as Dallas Turner and all that, I think it's going to be scary. And I obviously, yes, Andrew Van Ginkel is going to be an absolute stud. You got Stephon Gilmore and Shaquille Griffin on the outsides. This secondary is the best that it's been in years, or at least the last couple. It's not hard. But also, your defensive line has got dudes in the middle. Taki Taimani should deserve a lot of snaps, in the middle, and you should have Harrison Phillips on the outside there, and maybe have Jonathan Bullard and Jerry Tillery kind of battling for that outside spot. But then also with LDR, I think that with what he brings to the table is exactly what this defensive line needs. He's high energy, he uses pretty good technique, and he just never stops. And he is really a ball of energy. And we saw it against the Raiders. I think that with what he does and brings to the field, I think he can absolutely be an absolute home wrecker for, or at least a game wrecker. Sorry, LDR is not that kind of guy. He is going to be a game wrecker for the Vikings, and I think he's going to set the tone up front, which is exactly what this defense needs. But overall, just from what we've seen in the preseason so far and with what I think the opportunities he's going to get during the regular season, I think the Vikings got one. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you in the next video.